So, yeah.
Yo, morning boys. How's
Morning,
everyone doing,
morning.
man?
You all good,
We've
man?
got
How are you?
Kicks in the building today.
Yeah,
Special
yeah.
guest. Just want to
Special
give us
guest.
some game on the whole type beat game, man. There's a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people saying it's dead. A lot of people wondering if they should even start a channel. So our guy's gonna break it all down for us and hopefully give everyone some gems, man.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Nah, but
No, yeah.
how you doing though, bro? How's life?
I'm good, man. It's nice.
Yeah.
For the type beats, it's tricky, you know, because I think it just works for some people and don't for others. Because there's people that are out there better at making beats than me, probably better at uploading more regular than me, but I don't know. It's a bit hit or miss, really.
Just kind of caught it, caught the
Yeah.
wave.
I definitely find yours interesting though, because a lot of people, you would have heard them as well, a lot of people say that you need daily uploads or at least every other day, and it's all about like keep pushing beats out there, keep pushing beats out there. But
Yeah.
it seems like you focus a bit more on the quality of each beat, because you upload, is it once a week?
I try and do twice a week. Then it
Right.
started to be once a week, and then I haven't. I've got something coming out today. For the first time in 2 weeks, but I've just been like on holiday and things like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try and do twice a week, to be honest, but once a week's fine. I don't think
Got
that's
it.
like
Which is
too-
interesting to
too
see
low.
though, because if most people are saying you need daily uploads, it's like your proof right there that that's not always the case. Because there's always a debate
Yeah.
between quality and quantity, and I guess in some
Yeah.
cases you kind of need both. But it feels like you have focused more on quantity rather than just pumping out any beat. Like, are there situations where you've made a beat and you're just not really happy with it, so you don't upload it to the channel, or do you just upload it anyway
Every day.
because, yeah,
No, I never just upload anyway. Yeah,
Right.
like even some people, like I'll show like my mates and I'll say, "What do you think? Do you think I can post this?" And they'll say, "This is sick. This is sick." Like,
yeah,
and I'm still like, it's not really me though. So yeah, no, I definitely have like a bit of a quality control over what I post.
yeah.
Because
I guess
realistically,
that's kind of hard
I
as well.
No,
I was
go
just
on,
gonna
carry
say,
on,
'cause it's
sorry.
kind of subjective, isn't it? It's like you in
Yeah.
your own head might be like, I'm not happy with this, but someone else might
Oh,
love
yeah.
that. So I bet it's kind of hard to decide whether you're going to upload it or not, just because it's like, who's to say it's good or not? You know what I mean? It's so subjective.
No, for real, it's yeah, it's tricky. But do you ever find yourself like going back to FLPs from like years ago and you think, what the fuck? Why don't I finish this? This is sick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
in the moment when you're making it, you think, oh,
This is shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or vice
Yeah.
versa, or the other way around. You think this is amazing. I'll post it, and then you listen back and you're
Come
like,
back to
what
it.
do I do?
So
Yeah,
what was I thinking? Yeah.
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 I think it's the
Definitely
same
done
for
both.
everything. You have like you have that just skewed perspective, just at all
No,
times.
yeah.
Maybe just at all times. Like you just never know like what's good and what isn't. It's all. I think it's just down to what everyone else thinks. So if it was up to me, I
Yeah.
think I'd just put it out there and like
Yeah.
you never know what's gonna happen. Like Ocean dropped. It's good, Ocean.
Hello,
good,
mate.
man.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
What's it? Yeah, I was just saying, Ocean dropped like a video with his brother like a few years ago, and that was like one of his biggest videos, and he didn't even like that video. And then
Yeah.
there's a few of mine where it's the same thing. Like I'll drop like a tutorial or like a vlog thing. I'm like, I'm not too sure if people will fuck with it, but I'll just put it out, and then it ends up doing
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
Same,
So,
same for me.
definitely
My
been times
top
like that.
three, my top three videos, like views wise, all three of them, I didn't really, they weren't my favourite. But
Yeah,
that was when other people were saying, yeah, post that. I posted it, bang, million views.
is that the
and I was like,
Brasilia beat? Is it the Brasilia beat?
No, not that one. I love that one. I won't lie, I love that one. That one. But no,
Yeah.
I've got one called Zulu, one called Morocco, and one called Panama. All three of them, I don't really like them, but they've done well. So it's just, it's a bit weird, isn't it? I suppose it's just down to what the people like. It's nothing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the flip side
yeah.
though, I have posted stuff in the past where I know that I've like kind of rushed it, or I haven't been
Oh, yeah.
fully feeling the beat, but I didn't want to miss the upload, and that video has also flopped. So it's like I've had times where I've like
Yeah.
not wanted to post it, but it's done well. But then I've had times where I'm like, I'm not feeling this, and it's done shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's so hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's two different things though. I think for like, your guys' type videos and type beats, I think I think it's a lot easier to tell with like like vlogs or tutorials and that if it's
If it's
gonna
shit
do
or
well.
not. Yeah.
Or yeah, because like you've got like all your different cuts and that, you just know that you can keep retention. You know what I mean? But with
Yeah.
beats, like we say, it's subjective. Like it could show it to people that are just not gonna like it, even though it's sick. So
Yeah, for sure. By the way,
So when did
Ocean,
you
is
actually
it
start your
raining over
channel?
there?
looks
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
raining a little bit at the moment.
Oh my god, this might be the one time the UK's got better weather than Thailand.
Oh, it's lovely out here. It's lovely.
It's lovely, man. Yeah, sun shining.
Yeah, I think it's still rainy season here.
Is
Right.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
They get some heavy rain there as well, don't they? When I was there, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes it goes nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kicks, when did you actually start your channel? Like, how long have you been running the type beats? Like, did you have videos before the first one that's on your channel now? Like, did you go back and delete old ones?
I think I've got the first video, first beat that I liked is still up, but I wouldn't post it today, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
It's good. It's shit, but but it's like I want to look back at that one. You know what I mean? So I'll
Yeah,
keep
of
it
course.
there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I want to say I started posting in 2021 maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure. For beats. Yeah, I've had YouTube channels since like 2008, like, but not for beats.
Oh,
What,
okay.
this the one you've got now, or like?
No, just in general, like overall.
Yeah.
This channel, I think 2021, maybe 2020.
Right.
What were the things you were posting before? Was it not music related at all?
It's like gaming stuff.
Gaming?
Call of Duty videos.
Call of
yeah.
Duty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Montages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
my
feel
boy
like that
used to
stuff
do
kind
that.
of blends into producers. It's like a lot of producers are into gaming, and a lot of producers like treat FL like a game, don't they? So it's like some similarities
Yeah.
in a weird way.
Videos make me laugh. Like the speed runs, and then they're like,
Yeah.
I'm mixing. MIDI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Never tried to
So what-
speed run a beat before.
Nah,
Have you?
never actually.
Mate, I couldn't
There's
do
that
it on
one.
my
I
Mac.
forgot what that
It's
guy's
too
called.
slow.
There's that one guy who was always going viral
Yeah.
with the speed runs. I forgot his name, but
Yeah, he
I've
done
never
a
tried
lot,
anything
but-
like that. Yeah, it's like
Literally,
25
like-
seconds.
20 seconds, yeah, full beat. I mean, I wouldn't say they're like the best beats, but it's impressive to see like the speed. You
Oh,
know,
of
like the
course.
speed of the chord progressions and everything. It's like pretty impressive.
Definitely.
But yeah.
So when you started the channel, Kicks, were you always doing like what was the thought process when you started? Did you want to do a certain type of beat, and did things change throughout the past few years? Like, what was the plan?
when I first started, there wasn't really a plan. It weren't, I was just working like my normal job, but it's just for fun.
Yeah.
I was just posting drill beats. And yeah, I don't know, they weren't really good. I thought they were sick. I thought they were so sick. Like I put them on Spotify and everything. Terrible. But yeah, just posting. Nothing really happened forever. And then I didn't even post beats because I just thought I'm getting like 50 views. I don't. And then I focused more on just making the beats and not posting them for a while. Like proper focused on
Yeah.
the mixing and all that sound. And then I made a beat. Just say for example, I made a beat in 2020, and then 2021, like late 2021, I decided to post it. Like I posted it way later than I made it, and it just blew up. Just went mental. So I just stuck with that sound basically. Just kept
Oh,
it going.
that's what the first one was. Afro drill beat. That's the one that blew up.
Yeah. Because normally before that it was just drill beat, like normal drill. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some sample ones as well or whatever. But yeah, I posted this Morocco beat and it just went mental. Well,
Was it?
at the time,
Was that like at the time? Was it anyone else posting that kind of style,
No,
or did you just kind of
no, mate.
just fall into that sound naturally, like just through practice?
Yeah, so, but I definitely did not invent Afro drill like that. Like Sphere was to go for that, but the sound that beat was, I'd never heard it before or whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure I invented that one. I don't know, but
Yeah.
but then I just stuck to that. So like you've got Afro drill and then you've got the beats that I make. They're like very similar, but I don't know. There's something different about the ones that I've
Put
been
like your own
posting,
twist
so-
on it.
Yeah.
What would you say
so
is different? Like, what would you say like the element,
the
like what
energy.
elements?
The
Energy.
energy, yeah. The um, I don't know. Like I think you can have like a pretty laid back Afro drill beat. So you think of like Packs and Potions, Hazy, and that. It's a bit like
Yeah.
it's a bit ambient. My beats aren't ambient at all. Like I'll say it all the time. I don't even have reverb in any beat. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
more like bouncy and choppy. So I think that's the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
When did Hazy drop Packs and Potions? Because I feel like I started hearing a lot more Afro drill after that came out.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. 2019. Was it before COVID or after COVID?
I think it was after
I think it was
2019.
after.
Yeah.
Maybe like
After
2023 or beginning of 2023 or like
See if
Oh
I
well,
can
then I was
see Packs and
posting beats
Potions.
before that. Then. Shoot.
Yeah.
2022.
22.
Yeah.
2022.
It's not even that long ago, really.
Damn.
do you guys remember Blanco or Blanco?
Yeah,
Just
yeah, of
Blanco or
course.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
was doing those kind of beats around that time as well.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, he
okay.
was. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, this says it was released on the 14th of January 2022. Packs and Potions single. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, there was Blanco as well. But I just remember
Yeah.
hearing an influx like after that. It always takes like one song to get popular
yeah.
with a certain type of beat, and then producers just they'll
just
just rush to
evolves,
meet
innit?
those types. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
you like aim to make like that person's type beat, and then it just over time it just sounds nothing like it, but it's still
Yeah.
like from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty
I
much.
feel like
where it comes from.
sometimes people hate on people for doing that. You know, like as soon as one style of beat comes out, and then all producers start making that type of beat. But then if you kind of just take influence from it and then mix it in with your usual style, then I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It's like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with that? Because that helps evolve the sound. But I can see why some
Yeah.
people might be annoyed when everyone starts making the same type of beat. But I'm guilty of it as well. Like I'll, if a new like style comes out, I'm like, I want to try and make this just to see if I can do it, and then I start making those types of beats. But
It's interesting, isn't it? It's like if you get stuck sort of in that routine of making the exact same beat, same chords,
Yeah.
same everything. I mean, we've all been through it. Like you just get so dry. So it is good
Yeah.
to just, like you say, man, just like a new style comes out, just try and make a beat like it, and then just start like, you know,
Mhm.
like trying to find a hybrid between that and then your own sound.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah.
It opens up a
Yeah.
new world.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
But,
also how
just-
scenes are created though. Because when you
Yeah.
think about it,
Hmm.
if the first producer makes a drill beat, and all the producers start making drill beats, and that's how drill as a genre
Yeah.
gets pushed further. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
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 exactly.
definitely.
Like, literally, I was just thinking about that. I was thinking, imagine if like there was only ever one grime beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Danny Weed Creeper, and that's grime. That's it.
That's just
Yeah.
grime. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's kind of crazy how it's.
yeah. Kind of.
There's so
you have
many
to actually
subgenres
make
now.
that.
I struggle to keep up with it, man. Like
Yeah.
seems like every month there's like a new. Someone's just. I don't know who decides the name of it as well. Like I don't get it. Like sexy drill. Like, who came up with that?
Yeah, I
It doesn't
don't-
make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't like that name, man.
It's
Why not
just,
call it like soulful drill or something
soulful
like that?
drill.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah,
like
it's
ju-
just
yeah,
R&B
just
drill,
drill.
really,
Sexy,
isn't it?
man.
Because
Yeah.
we already had R&B drill. This is just a different type of R&B drill, different bass that they use. And
Yeah.
few
And then
of
you
I
get
had those
people
stumps
like
everywhere.
arguing in the comments. Let's say like Jay, you drop like a sexy drill tutorial,
Mhm.
and then everyone's arguing like, nah, this sounds more like, and then it's like some other random version of drill, and then someone else
Yeah.
is arguing that it's a different version of drill. So it's such like a, they're all kind of like fade into each other now.
yeah, it's getting
That's why I
a bit
know I'm
wild.
getting old as well. Someone said to me, "You got any sexy drill loops?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got loads." Like, obviously, just sending like good drill loops because I thought that's
Yeah.
what he meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
These aren't sexy.
Oh, you
drill.
thought you meant
It's
like
like the
sexy?
darkest
Yeah, yeah.
vibes ever.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, sorry, mate. Fucking hell.
Just thought that was the new slang for good beats, like good loops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sexy.
yeah.
Got any sexy trap beats for me?
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I got that.
Oh man.
But none of that.
So because your channel's mostly like Afro drill and that sort of vibe, what percentage of the time do you think you spend making those type of beats versus others? Because obviously you've got to make a certain style for the channel, but you might not always be in the mood to make that type of beat. How would you say it's
Yeah.
split?
You know, I don't really have like a fucking spreadsheet or nothing, but like,
Yeah, of course.
I nowadays, I more so I only make a beat for, or I only make an Afro drill beat for an upload. So if you see I haven't posted for 2 weeks, it's because I haven't made an Afro drill beat for 2 weeks.
Right.
So and the rest of the time I've spent just doing other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just whenever there's an upload, it's because I made the beat the day before, pretty much. So, and then all the other days in between, I'm just making like 2000s hip hop loops, or I'm making a plugin, so I'm working on that.
Sick.
So yeah.
Did you ever experiment with like other styles of beats on the channel, like 2000s beats, 50 Cent type beats?
Yeah, and they do fucking awful. It winds me out because they're so much better than the other beats as well. But
Oh, did you upload those to the main channel as well?
yeah, I upload them to the main channel, and every time I do it, I regret it. But I just think I've got to post them, like, and I don't want to make a channel called Kicks Hip Hop, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's kind of
I don't know,
tricky.
do you guys know any Vibe?
Yeah. I've
Yeah, there you
come
go,
across
he's
his
got
beat channel.
Yeah, he's got a pattern. His name's literally Any Vibe, so everyone goes there because they're like, "Oh, what's Any Vibe up to today?"
Yeah.
But they come to my
Smart.
channel and they're like, "Kicks better have posted Afro drill today, or I'll go mad."
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, that's
Where
it.
would do you ever look at the analytics to see where most people are listening from?
I think one of the things what works for me is all of my beats is a name of a country or a city. So
Okay.
it's pretty worldwide, to be honest.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
overall, and then the specific video, like say for example, I've got a video called Morocco. Moroccans love Morocco.
all
For a
Morocco.
start,
Yeah.
they love Morocco. So, yeah, most of it's in Morocco, but then you'll find that it's a lot of countries that speak the language of the country that I've put. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
If I put Brazil, I'll also get a lot of Portuguese watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just,
Yeah, that
I
makes
don't know.
sense. I was just wondering because I was thinking I haven't heard like loads of people in the UK anyway drop songs with like Afro drill beats like recently anyway. But then I was thinking it makes sense if it's like countries like Morocco that are buying beats like that compared to over here anyway.
Just recently, Korea have discovered it. They love it. They love it out there. Afro drill, it's mad. So I might have
We've
to
done a
post
Korean
beat
drill
called
beat.
Korea. I might have to post one called Korea. I can't lie. India, they love it. I've never heard a good song come out of there, but they love it. With all the people that buy the beats, I think, all right. And Spain. Those are the three I would say.
Yeah,
it's quite interesting how you do your, because you obviously name it after a certain country, but then I like how you sort of like bring in like elements from that country, like you actually like research the instruments they use in style of melodies.
It's actually the other way around though. I don't ever make the beat thinking I'm gonna call it this. I'll just make the beat and then go, oh, what does it sound like?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So, so I don't
guess that kind of
do it.
Yeah, that's kind of a better way, and it kind of keeps you from thinking too like inside the box.
Yeah. So would you still say that, like in 2024, tags and thumbnails still important for type beats?
Definitely. I've just for YouTube videos in general, I'd say thumbnails important. Title, I don't know about the title. I think the beginning of the title matters for like type beats, and then the whole title matters for like tutorials and all other kind of videos. But definitely the beginning, for the search, because most type beats aren't just going to come up in people's recommended.
Of course.
What gets searched for. So for me, I would do like 3 like in brackets, then Afro drill X, and then the artist, because people aren't going to be searching for Leo State Drill forever. They're going to be searching for Afro drill. Do you know what I mean? Afro drill is going to live longer than he makes Afro drill for, if that makes sense.
Because he could always just switch the style he's making.
So I always put the genre first, and that's it really. And then the tags is the same as the last video, except say if the last video was called India and the next one's called London, I'll just add London to it as well. I still keep the India, but I'm just building it. Like the description gets longer every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
And how many different artists would you say to use, or different like titles, for example? Because obviously you'd have like Afro drill like consistently, but then you'll have like artists sometimes. Like how many different names and titles would you recommend people to use?
I do 2.
Just 2?
Yeah, I always just do 2. Sometimes even no, I don't. No, yeah, it's always 2. It is always 2. Yeah.
Right.
Well, so Afro drill and then 2 artists.
Yeah. It's normally like Hazy X Benz or Leo Stay Trill, Hazy or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. And you won't go away from those 2 names like on each video as well? Is it always like Afro drill and then one of those artists?
Yeah. It's always Afro drill and then one of them.
Okay.
Just because if it ain't broke, you know what I mean? Don't fix it.
Yeah.
I've just been sticking to it. So
yeah,
exactly.
I've noticed a lot of other people now using that. You know what I mean? And it works for them as well. So it's just
right.
But the good thing about it as well for me is it's not like a saturated thing.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't when I started it anyway. So yeah, I don't know. It just worked out, I think.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. Do you ever think you'll like sway away from Afro drill at any point, or like do you think you'll for the channel it'll just be Afro drill?
Mate, I want to be rid of it now. I'll be so real.
Afro trap.
No, I just want to make. To be honest, I want to make pop music or like. Do you know what I mean? Mainstream music. I don't want to make drill music for the rest of my life. Like, I want BMI checks, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I hear you.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So,
I think you
so
kind of
with
start.
the
Go on,
pop
sorry,
move,
Richard.
I was just going to ask, with the pop move, do you want to do that more as like try to get placements and working in the industry, or would you still try and do that as a tap beat channel?
It's a difficult question. Like, I've never really understood why people choose one or the other. You can do both. So I'll just do both. I think just try and do both.
Yeah.
I know there's a guy called I think he's called Jake Angel Beats, and his type beat channel is like pop type beats, like country pop, like that. It's always something pop, and yeah, he's killing it. Like, so I don't see why. I think his mainstream, like being like music from like in the industry, came from people finding him for his type beats. So yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense to start with type beats and then hopefully it grows into that, or just pick whichever lane you want to do. But yeah, it definitely sounds like it's doable to do both.
Yeah, because then you have people like, I'm thinking of the producers who are just doing sessions right now. They must have so many beats sitting on their laptop that haven't been used.
Yeah.
So why not just upload them? But then they'd say, because I send these out to artists and then they might use them, so I don't want them online because they might not like that. But you could always take the beat off YouTube if they decide to take it. That's just my thought process. I'm like, why not just upload everything that you're making in these sessions? And then if an artist is like, I want this beat, then it's like, all right, cool, let me take it off YouTube. And maybe some artists might be funny about it because people might have bought leases or they might have ripped it from YouTube or whatever. But if they're buying the beat, then they'll be fine. You know what I mean? It's like the whole world hasn't heard the beat yet.
Yeah, exactly. I saw a clip from 8 Beats on a podcast recently, and he was saying like the amount of song, like he said, it normally takes like between like 50 to 100 songs, like demos, from running sessions all the time before like a specific song comes out. That's sort of like just because he's running so many sessions and the amount of demos that get made, he's like, normally like it normally takes like just around like 40, 30 to 50, 100 demos before he even expects a song to come out, and like that he's produced. So I'm just thinking, like, if that's the amount, and like how many beats, it must be like triple the amount of beats
at that point.
Yeah, literally just pumping out beats after beat after beat. And yeah, man, it just seems like a proper grind.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how different genres operate. Like pop, like if you were sat in a pop studio session, just to see the whole process. Because I've only really been in like just rap sessions. It's like you make a beat, they rap over it. But getting to like a high level like pop session, I imagine like it's just a lot of session musicians coming in and recording. You'll have some sort of like pro engineer there working everything, I just imagine the process to be so different compared to hip hop sessions anyway.
It looks like a lot more
Yeah.
people on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe it's,
yeah,
I mean, sometimes in hip hop we might have 4 or 5 producers, but in pop, when you set the credits, it looks like 10, 20 sometimes.
Mm,
Yeah,
Multiple
yeah.
songwriters, multiple musicians and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
But the
Seems like
the checks are so big in pop that, like, even if you're one person up to 20, you could still be making
can
a
split
killing.
it that way.
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy,
imagine
man.
being
Just-
on that Taylor Swift credit list. You're nice.
Yeah. Can you imagine if he was like a sole producer on a Taylor Swift record?
Oh yeah,
BMI
just like
check
locked
would
in,
be...
just you and Taylor Swift. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. That must be a crazy check. Because, like, yeah. I know what you mean about the sessions, OG. I think it seems more like a longer process. Maybe it's not just one session where they get a demo. It's like they come up with an idea in a session. Maybe they don't record anything. And then, like, they like take it home, and then someone hears like, oh, I can hear a session string musician on this, let's get a session with him, take
Yeah.
it away. And it's, you know, sometimes it might take it takes weeks to build up and
yeah,
sort of add little intricate parts to it.
no, definitely.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting, man. So, Kicks, what would you say for producers who are thinking of starting a type beat channel? Like, if they were just asking you for advice, like, bro, what should I do? Where should I start? Like, what would you tell them?
I would say, just like, don't expect anything. I would say, first of all, I would say don't expect you to blow up just because you're
Yeah.
posting every 5 minutes. I would definitely say work on your sound. Yeah, definitely work on the sound more so than anything, and train your ears, because you might think that your beats are good and like worthy of like being viral or whatever, but are they really?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to know yourself sometimes,
Yeah,
and yeah, just work more on the craft really, and then start posting your beats. I mean, well, you can post your beats if they're bad or whatever, or they're getting good, but I would say don't expect anything until you can 100% be confident that they're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
That they sound
What
good,
about
rather.
what about, for example, if someone's started a channel like early on where the beats aren't great and they've been uploading it, they've been using a bunch of different tags because they didn't really know the whole type
Yeah.
beat game, and then they start to realize, oh wait, I need to kind of niche down and just do like 1 or 2 tags and just stick to one type of beat. Would you say they should keep the same channel and just start uploading the new style and run with that, or delete all their old beats, or just start a whole new channel and just run with the new plan?
See, everyone says about new channels get pushed, and like dead channels just dead. Do you know what I mean? They just stay dead. But I really don't think it matters.
Yeah,
I don't think a new channel. I don't know. I've not done it, so, but I know. You haven't it, LLB. You've started a new one, and let's be real, it's not going very well, is it? So.
Nah, it's like slowly growing a bit faster now, but it's still nowhere like close to having a beat that's like just changing it completely. So
But if you was
yeah,
to start the process that you've been doing now on a channel that's already got like 1,000 subscribers, but it's had 1,000 for like 2 years, like it hasn't been touched, it'd probably be the same progress. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
for sure.
I don't really think it. I don't think it matters about new channel. I genuinely think it is just about, is it good?
I think you're
because-
right.
yeah.
Yeah, 'Cause I
'Cause
see
it
a lot of
doesn't get shared
videos.
out if
Go on,
people
sorry.
won't watch it. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like, if it shows up on homepages and people click on it and click off it straight away, it's
Still
not
not
gonna
gonna get pushed.
shared out. So yeah,
Yeah. No, you're right, man. I think like
That's the hard thing as well, because I guess there is good in terms of like, is this quality or not? Or is it, there's also like a good which is subjective as well.
yeah, of course there is. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, you listen to LB's beats, I don't think they're shit. I actually think they're sick, especially if you're looking for something gunner, but it's just, for whatever reason, the YouTube algorithm and people who are picking it are probably not giving it the shine that it needs to get the next one.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
cool.
think there's like a small element of luck to it where like
Oh, sorry.
when you
give me
get
one
that
sec.
initial, no worries, man. Like when you get that initial push, and then they push it to a certain audience that they think might like it, and it might not be
Yeah.
for that audience, then it can
Yeah,
kind of like tarnish the the channel's, you know, chances of growing early. But I think like if you just stick at it, you know, just keep cracking out videos. I think it's the same with us. Like, you know, we're making YouTube videos. Not every video banged in the beginning, and then eventually YouTube sort of found an audience that worked for it. And it's the same with like I watched like a lot of when I was starting that Type Beat channel. I was like looking at like producers making YouTube videos saying I started a Type Beat channel in 2024 and it blew up or something like that, and they'd get like one video that did do pretty well. But like they don't talk about all the other channels they had to start beforehand, or like, you know, all the other videos they posted beforehand. So I think it's I think there's an element of luck to it, but I think you're right that it comes down to like the beat just has to be really good. Like it just has to be really good, especially nowadays. Yeah, for sure. You're still out in traffic, Ocean. That's crazy.
Oh shit, yeah.
The bike journey to this place took me 7 minutes, and I'm now taking the car back because I got something in the back, and I've been in this car for over an hour. There's so much traffic.
Fuck, man. Bangkok traffic.
We're saying you got leg room.
At least I got some leg room.
Oh, right.
I'm chilling. To be fair, it's not too bad, but it's just way too long, man. Way too long. I'm still got another 20 minutes yet, at least probably 15, 20 minutes.
Damn, man. That's brutal. So yeah, Kicks, you said you're doing a plugin. What's the plugin saying? Like what's going on with that?
Yeah, it's going well. For people watching or whatever, it's a 2000s hip hop plugin. It's all sounds from the 2000s, and it's going very well. It's going to take maybe another 3 weeks, I reckon, to get it finished, like completely finished, like touch up all the stuff. And then when we're going to do, I don't know if we're going to do pre-orders or just like a pre-release with like a bonus couple instruments, or not instruments, but like instruments. Yeah. So what I'm doing is obviously it's going to have like strings, keys, and all that, but I'm going to do drums inside the plugin as well. So see, when you're doing like your perks or your hi-hats, you can have them all in one piano roll, if you know what I'm saying, because you have one perk per key. So
like
I'm going to do that
like the FPC.
A bit like that. But for pre-orders, they'll have like a bonus drum thing as well, I think.
That's a good idea.
And 20% off as well. So we're gonna get the plugin finished first. We're working on the website as well, but I think we're doing too many things at once. I think we need to focus on just get the plugin done, and then we can put on the website and start telling people about it. So
no, that sounds
well,
good, man.
I like the plugin a lot. I think it's going to do really well.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. From what you've shown me before, sounds like it looks legit. I love like the UI of it. It looks like clean. It's definitely got the 2000s vibe. Have you thought about doing like a wait list for it, and then that can give people the incentive to jump on it, and then you've got like a list of emails to hit?
We thought about all of that stuff. You know, like we're just going through all our options really. But yeah, wait list is pretty good. Maybe like a text text
text SMS.
Send out a text.
It's good for like you are.
I was going to say, the other day I got a text and it come through as KYXXX. I was thinking, how the fuck's he got my number and how have I got his saved? But obviously, it's thinking, what the fuck do you want?
Oh, man.
But text is a good idea.
Yeah, waitlists seem to do pretty well. Like for kits, anyway, I can only speak for kits, but like if you're doing a big kit where you know it's like a really good, a really solid product, it's a easy way to like almost like show the kit before people even get it, and then you can really like sell, make a whole sales page for it, and then be like, get on the wait list. You're gonna get this extra. You're gonna get the 20% discount, and you're gonna get it before anyone else does. There's like so many, like really sort of like sells the incentive to get people on it, and then they just seem to convert way better. So could definitely be a shout.
Once you've got this plugin done, is this something that you want to keep doing in the future? Do you want to keep making plugins going forward?
I do want. So we started a company. It's called KYXXX Audio. It's not really original, but it is what it is. Started the company, and then under that company, we've made the one plugin now, Deja Vu, and that's just for 2000s hip hop. But we want to do one that's like perfect for every genre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like release one at a time for each genre.
Yeah, and I want to get into making effects plugins as well. I've got a really cool idea for an effect plugin. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I think if I pull it off, it'll be sick. So
Nice.
So yeah, I think you've got one. You've got Elements Ocean, isn't it?
Yeah, I did Elements maybe about 3 years ago now.
Yeah. Did you make it yourself, or did you get someone to do it?
No, so for that one, I hired a developer.
Yeah.
To be honest, I hired a project manager disguised as a developer, and he hired the developers.
I hear you. Yeah, yeah.
And we did it that way. To be honest, after that, maybe like a year or two after that, I had some more in development, but for whatever reason, it just never came to fruition. But yeah, I did love the process of it was good though.
Yeah.
Long, a lot of patience, but yeah, it was good.
It is so long, man.
Are you making yours yourself, or do you have developers with you?
No, just me and my friend. Just two of us.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, and it is long, mate. It is proper long, but it is what it is. I know that it's gonna pay off and it's gonna be worth it. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and because I make them type of beats anyway, not only is like the plugin gonna sell or whatever, but it's gonna be useful to me anyway. So
yeah, and that's always good to have. Like, if you're making something that you would use yourself, you're gonna make it good, like to a high standard. Yeah. So kind of keeps
I've already made some like proper nice loops and beats with the plugin alone. So
yeah.
I know it should do well, but I don't.
Sorry, I had to miss that before. Were you able to say much on the actual plugin, like what it is and when it's released?
So, I did. Yeah. Would you want me to repeat it for you, or do you want me to like not for the video people? You know what I mean?
No, it's all good though. You don't need to repeat it. I'll be watching it back. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah. Go on.
But just as an overview there, maybe you don't have to go through the whole thing. But what's
right. So now we're just talking about how I'm working on a plugin for like 2000s hip hop. Probably about 3 weeks away from it being completely finished, and we're just talking about the rollout of how I could possibly roll it out, basically, like
so
pre-orders or pre-saves or whatever.
How long has it been in the making?
Okay, so about a year ago we come up with the idea and we started making it, and then just got busy just doing things, just other things, like running the channel or
of course
whatever. And then in the last couple months we've like completely redesigned it and said, no, we need to finish this because it is a sick idea.
Yeah,
we've been paying for the domain, like for the website and all the store and all that, so
yeah,
we might as well get it done. And we've been focusing on it like proper as well. Like I wake up early morning, go to bed ridiculous hours in the morning, just working on the plugin. So
oh really?
Yeah.
Did you struggle to find a developer, or did you know someone?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm such a I won't let anyone do anything for me. I don't know, like.
Oh, you've been developing it yourself?
Yeah. You know when what's that saying? It's like if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself or something like that. I can't trust like even with like editing videos, like if I want a video a certain way, I have to edit myself. I can't.
Yeah.
So how did you develop it? Do you come from a coding background?
No, I'm just a nerd. I just learn. I don't know. No, I don't come from a background. Yeah, pretty much just figured it out. Yeah. Same with
what software were you using? I've been looking into it as well, but I don't think I could ever commit the time to coding. But I wanted to like see what people were doing and like what softwares they were using, and I've heard of like a few different ones.
Yeah, it's a combination of, it's called Hires, if you've heard of Hires, and just like C++.
Right. Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And like designing wise, just like Photoshop and Illustrator and things like that.
Yeah.
But then there's also little other things that you have to get, like it's gonna sound mad. There's a program called Knobman that you have to get, yeah.
Right.
Why for that? To make the knobs, mate. The amount of times you say knob when you're making a plugin, it's unreal. Man.
I know, yeah. The tutorial and stuff like turn this
make
knob.
that knob a bit bigger. Yeah, oh,
yeah. Yeah. No, that sounds so.
That's sick that you're
so
able to do
techie.
that though, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's so much to it that you don't even realise. Like, even like
Alright, I'm gonna be
making
back in
the
like
knobs,
5
yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
Yeah, cool.
like making the knobs and that. I hate saying it, man, but you have to have like 100 different pictures of it, like all in a line like that. And yeah, I forget it, man.
You just went like that. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, shut up, man. That's what it's on the screen. Man.
Yeah, no, I hear
Anything
you.
that says now cat sour sauce.
Yeah, it's not. I'm glad it's not me now. But yeah, no, I know what you mean though,
funny.
because like I guess as soon as you turn the dial, you need to even like add like a little effect as to how it's gonna look. Like maybe the shadow looks different on it, and like so it looks like it's an actual dial, not just a cartoony one.
Not just a circle. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you open plugins and you think, oh, why couldn't they just add this? And you might just have like this little idea in your head, but I bet in the back end that little thing just looks like a whole fucking book of code.
Yeah. So what? What's the the VST? Is it gonna have like built-in effects? Like what kind of stuff's going to be on it as well? Obviously.
So, it's basically like the plugin. You've seen the UI, but for the watchers, it's on like one of the monitors that you'd get at school, like one of the old computer monitors.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like that. So it's got 4 dials on the bottom. That's like your ADSR, and then on the sides you've got like reverb. Shit, what is it? Reverb, delay, obviously. Cut off, gain, phaser, distortion, something else. But like all of the effects are there. But realistically, when you're using these plugins, do you really use their reverb? You don't, do you?
Nah. Especially if you're using making like 2000s hip hop, I'd say most of the sounds you're gonna leave dry anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's nice to have the option, I suppose. So they're there. The long part is when you while I'm making the plugin, I've got to make like a default preset for every single one, so it sounds the best when you first play it. If you know what I'm saying. So some strings will have like 12% reverb and like 1% delay, and then when you click to the next instrument, it's got to have like 4% reverb. And, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Because if it was the same for everything, then some sounds might be kind of like too dry or too wet, and then yeah, that's a good point. I remember you saying like it was the whole programming each key is like a whole myth as well, because you have to program the velocities, like 5 different velocities for every single key, and there's like 60 keys or whatever there is on the VST. You have to do that for every sound.
Yeah, so there's 7 octaves of keys, so that's 7 files, plus so there's 21 files for each sound. So you've got like your low velocity, your middle to default, and then your max velocity. They all need to sound different. You know what I mean? So so it's 21
how many
files.
different instruments is it, or is it just like one instrument?
What do you mean? What, them files?
No, so I mean like,
or just the plugin?
Maybe I just because I missed what you were saying earlier, but yeah, in the actual plugin, like how many? Is it almost like a contact bank where it's just like focusing on one instrument, or is it like
no, it's
a range of different instruments?
It's all the instruments. There's 25 strings. There's going to be 25 guitars, 25 flutes, 25 claps, harpsichords. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then for each instrument, you have to do all those different adjustments for each for each note.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's intense.
And for each preset of that instrument, there's 25 sounds that you have to drag in, put them in the right place, set the root note.
Yeah, that's wild.
But like I was saying, I know it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, for
of
sure.
course.
I feel like we're getting to a point now where producers, because we know what we like, I think we're getting to a point now where people are actually figuring out, like KYXXX, like everyone, like actual producers are figuring out how to make their own VSTs. So you got like and do a good job of it as well. So you got that guy like I recently copped Sky Keys, and I've just been using that like over everything, because all the presets are just vibey. They all work. And then the same with you, like you're gonna make a VST that basically everyone that follows you is gonna like anyway, because that's all the sounds they need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting to that kind of point now where we're not kind of relying on like Omnisphere or just like the big companies.
Yeah, I think people would rather support people like KYXXX as well, where it's like, you're from the community, you're a producer, and you're going to make something that other producers want to use, whereas a lot of the big companies, they might just be thinking, right, how much money can we make from this?
Yeah.
And not really thinking too deep about what, especially like hip-hop producers, like how we're going to interpret it, like what we're going to do with it. Because if you remember at one point, all of the plugins out there, it just seemed like they were for EDM. There was nothing that was really for hip-hop.
Yeah.
And then the ones that did come out for like trap and hip hop just seemed proper forced.
Yeah.
It was like, what was it like? Octane, the Octane plugin. It's just like, I don't know. They've just tried to make it look like hip hop. You're like, this is hip hop. This is for hip hop.
Well, is that the Sourceware one?
I have no idea. I can't remember the company, but I always see the
adverts.
adverts.
They had Scorch as well, but. Like, I don't know if you know Sourceware, but Jacob, who dropped the plugin, he's actually like a really good producer, a sick producer, and he is like in the community like that. Like, he's a good guy. So I haven't actually tried the first one, but I tried Scorch, and I did actually really like Scorch. That was the second one they dropped, with it looked like the fire wheel in the middle of it, or was it in the bottom? Remember. But that was like
in the center.
Trap focused plugin, which I actually did like. So I can't lie, that one was good, but I don't think I tried the first one.
Yeah, I think I've used the Contact Bank as well. That it was like the one after Octane, Scorch.
Oh,
Trifecta, yeah.
Too.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. I never tried Octane though. Maybe it was like not as. Maybe I guess it was their first one, right?
The first plugin as well. You're still figuring things out.
Yeah.
But there's not many other people doing it. Mostly like now, but there's still not a lot of just dropping instrument ones.
The barrier is just so high. It's not easy to pull off, and to pull it off like really good.
Yeah.
And I think as well, it goes back to really like the YouTube thing. Even like, if you're not willing to put the work in, then it's not great. So, I could make an instrument plugin in like an hour, and it would just be like 5 instruments. But what's the point of that?
Yeah.
It has to be good.
Work on it, it's just gonna,
I feel like to pull it off as well, like Ocean was saying, you really have to nail it. Like every preset has to be really good. I feel like the older the VSTs, they kind of just spammed presets. I feel like not expand, but I don't know, like not just the older ones. You had to really cycle through presets to find something good. Whereas if you wanted to pull it off now, like. The standard's way higher now. You have to really just pull off every preset. Yeah,
you're right. I'd love to drop one, man, but I just don't think I've had an idea good enough to compete. Like you said, like I found like some developers that could do one, but when I've sat and thought about it, I'm like, I don't really think it's right. I don't want to just drop one for the sake of it. I think you need to do more what you're doing and actually like really focus on the sounds and make something that you truly use yourself. So I think you'll do well, man.
Yeah,
I hope so.
It's awesome that you're building it yourself as well, and you're putting your own vision into it and doing it from the ground up.
Yeah.
You say, to be honest though, you've also you saved like, I know you put a lot of time into it, but you've probably saved so much money because developers are not cheap either.
No, I know that, and that's money that's gonna go into advertising, really.
And at least because you've built it now.
I talk to you all individually off stream as well, by the way. It's to do with that. So, but
sure, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, since you've built it yourself and you kind of understand coding, at least now you'll face like some challenges, when like Mac, for example, do their updates, and then you might have to figure out a few things to like make it work on the new systems. But at least you don't have to find a new developer each time. It's like
that's true.
People can. You were saying Ocean, and it was you or someone else was just saying like the price to even like look at a code is like crazy right now. When everyone does the updates and your plugins aren't running right, to get someone to like fix that. Yeah. Some people don't want to look at other people's code because when they open it up, it's like, this looks messy.
That's where my last VST got stopped in his tracks because I had a developer and he built it maybe like 30% of the way, but then he pulled out because he just got too busy with other projects. And every other developer after was like, nah, I don't want to touch it. I'd rather just start from the beginning and build it myself.
Yeah. I think as well though, depending on what language you're using, nowadays you can just put it into ChatGPT and say to it, what's the problem?
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
Yeah. Did you use that for yours? Like if you ran into an issue?
No, I didn't. But some things, yeah, but not like the code. I mean, for some things, just like little, like stupid things, like nothing to do with like the main. Do you know what I mean? The main fucking.
Yeah.
Thing, but,
what kind of issues did you run into with it? Like, was there anything like significant where you're like, fuck? Like...
So, initially I was using one software, and so it's me and my mate Smokey. We're both making the plugin, and for some reason my sounds would all work, and then when he sent me them over and I put them into the plugin, would render them with like the same bit rate, everything's the same. I'd even get his sounds and re-render them myself, and they just weren't working in the plugin. It was so weird, like. And then we have problems with like exporting, so it'd only work on Windows and not Mac or whatever. But completely redone it, like whole new software, like making it. Oh shit, my Mac battery's low. Completely redone it. Now we've got like works on M1, M2, M3, Windows.
Sick.
I think it works on Linux, to be honest. And we've got like serialization. So
yeah.
What about test it on all doors as well?
Yeah.
Well, we've tested it on Logic, FL, and Ableton. Yeah. So
the main ones.
What else is there? Oh, Studio One,
Reason, Pro Tools.
Reason as well.
There's going to be some random ass
DJ Pain One use
someone
Acid
messaged
Pro.
you about.
Acid Pro is a mad one.
You're gonna get some random ones like, bro, this isn't working on like Acid Pro.
The only thing it don't work on is will be Pro Tools. It's not AAX. So.
Okay.
But I might hopefully I
You've
might
got to
get
be a
to
special type of person to make
that.
beats on Pro Tools.
What, a license to make AAX?
So I heard there was some doors that you might need like a license to have the VST on there or make it there or something like this.
I don't know. I should probably look into that.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that makes beats on Pro Tools though. Yeah, you gotta be a madman to do that.
Yeah. God, can you imagine? That must be so hard. Oh wait, doesn't Zaytoven use Pro Tools?
Does it?
I've got a feeling Zaytoven uses
beats?
Pro Tools. I think so.
I thought he used FL, didn't he?
No, he uses like. Let me check. I'm pretty sure he uses.
Sometimes he uses his MPC. I just watched this little tour he did with Splice. Did you see that?
Answer. It's right there. Yeah. I watched it the other day.
I think for someone like Zaytoven though, so he'll use like MPCs for like certain types of beats, but then because he's like the type of producer that will just play everything. He's not like clicking in MIDI, is he? This guy will just like play something.
Yeah.
So I think
even
maybe Pro Tools makes sense for that because it's good for. Pro Tools is going to be really good for like just connecting all like hardware and just like live recording and mixing. So he's probably just like, right, load up the instrument, record it, next instrument, record it. I can't imagine him like clicking around in MIDI and stuff. He's very like hands-on, isn't he? So it makes sense for someone like that.
Did you see his tour when he was like, so this synth, I don't even know why I bought this. I've not even used it yet.
It just looks pretty.
But it just looks cool. Yeah, I was like, God damn it. Do you ever do that, Ocean? Like when you was going on through your synth phase, did you ever like buy one and then just like not use it?
Or it would be like ages before I finally used it, and then I used it, and then I never used it again. To be honest, I had that a lot with pedals. That's why I eventually sold most of them.
Oh, okay.
More minimal now.
We've definitely done it with plugins.
Oh yeah,
with like a few plugins, but at least you're not losing too much if you don't like a plugin. You might have spent like a couple $100 max, but with Sims you could be spending grands.
Yeah. No, but that's the good thing about Sims though. You can just resell it, and you probably get at least like 90% of your money back.
That's true actually. What about you, Kix? Like from the money you've from Type Beats, is there anything wild you've bought just to treat yourself? Like, or are you quite? Do you not want to spend it like that?
Yeah, no, not really. I would say the main thing that's like brought me the most happiness or whatever is I proposed on a trip in Italy. So, and you know, so I
Nice,
bought the
man.
ring, the
Congrats,
trip,
man.
and all that. So maybe yeah,
Congrats.
just that. Oh, thank you. It was a while ago now, but thanks. But
Are
yeah,
you married
probably
now?
that. Probably just no, not till 2026.
Nice.
Right.
But yeah, it's probably that, to be honest.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But
you can't beat
other than
life
that,
experiences. Like to spend money on
yeah,
life experiences, it means
Yeah.
way more, doesn't it, than just buying
yeah,
like some clothes or some jewelry or something.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's all temporary. It's like
Yeah.
yeah. Did you ever buy any hardware, or is it just are you just full like plugins,
Um,
VSTs?
yeah. So no, not really. I mean, I've got like a MIDI keyboard, but it's been in a drawer for the longest time.
Mm.
I literally, I play keys on my laptop keyboard.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Little
Yeah.
focus Strat, 806. That's it. I'm good.
Yeah.
What
No,
are
like
some of the
synths or
plugins
anything.
you mainly use for Afro drill?
Xenology. Seen you use that quite a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, a little bit of Xenology. Contact. I like Falcon a lot, man. I've been using
Oh
Falcon a lot.
yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, they've got, what
Mm.
is it, World Suite 2 or 3. I
Mhm.
love that.
Yeah, I've been
World
using that.
Suite
That's
sick.
good. Yeah.
And I use my drum kit, to be honest. I've got a lot of one shots in there, so I
Yeah,
mainly use my drum kit, Xenology and Falcon. Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about your
Lads.
mixing process? Would you say, because there's a lot of producers like me, I don't do too much to like my instruments, maybe a bit of EQ. Are you someone who uses like a lot of plugins, doing a lot of compression and just little things, or is it just picking good
No,
sounds and leveling for the most part?
it's literally it just comes from the sound selection, really.
Yeah,
But I've got my FL template is probably the most organized thing you'll ever see. It's a bit weird, to be honest. It's a bit, yeah, like, so when I open FL, everything's already like goes into buses and that the buses have already got
Mm.
like slight mixes on. So
Okay.
um, yeah, really, I don't mix too much. No, well, I probably do, but because I've been doing it for a while now, it feels like I'm not doing too much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you
Yeah.
one plugin that I absolutely love, and I don't think people use it enough, is Waves Center Stereo. It's just like a mid-side EQ, but like
Right.
it just makes sense. Like why would you not use it? I don't know. Like some stuff's clashing, just take it out of the center, have it in the sides. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
I need to try that then, because I've got the Waves like Ultimate Plan or whatever it's called,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the monthly
yeah.
one where you get all the plugins.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I need to try
say
that.
if you've got like a sound that's in like one octave, but you also want to have a sound that's in the same octave, but it sounds a bit like fuzzy because it's clashing.
Yeah.
Just literally take one out of the center. You know what I mean? Or
Okay.
turn the sides up on the other one or whatever.
Yeah,
Good, man.
that makes sense. You can do that with like
You can
FabFilter
even
as well,
use-
can't you, with their EQ? You could just
Yeah,
switch
you
it to
can
like
do
the
it.
mid
Yeah,
side or something.
and I used to do it. I used to do it that way,
Right.
and to be honest, it probably is better because you can do it to the specific frequency. But the Waves one is just so quick. It's just
Yeah.
two sliders,
Yeah.
one's for center,
Yeah.
one's for stereo. So you just
Okay.
go bang,
Yeah.
bang, done.
Yeah,
Oh, that's sick.
I'll have
Yeah.
to try
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lads, I've got 3% on my laptop and nowhere to plug it in, and I need to upload this. So
That's cool. That's probably a good time
The
to finish it then.
upload,
We're
yeah,
going
yeah,
an
it's
hour.
okay. We can, but the upload you can like do it later as well, so don't worry about having to.
oh, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You
yeah,
can just
yeah.
click a link
Oh,
and it'll
okay,
upload.
cool. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna have to dash as well. To be fair, boys, but yeah, we've been on like an hour now, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. It's a perfect
Yeah.
timing, to be honest. So yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate
Okay.
that, Kicks, man.
Yeah,
No
thanks for
worries,
coming
man,
through, man.
Thanks for
For
having
sure,
me.
man.
Appreciate
Cool.
everyone
Nice
for
to meet you
watching.
all as well. I've spoke to Liam a lot, but I've not really had chats with you, so it's nice to meet him.
Yeah,
You too.
definitely, man. We'll have to try and get a session in or something.
Yeah, we've been talking about that, innit? Maybe
Yeah,
if she's in London or if I'm in
Yeah, yeah.
Manchester or whatever, or Thailand.
Definitely.
Thailand, yeah.
for sure,
Yeah, no,
man.
yeah, definitely give me a shout whenever, man. I'm about. So
Cool.
Will do, bro.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, good luck with the plugin, and
Thanks
yeah,
very
we'll
much.
leave some links to anything you need in the description. So appreciate it, bro.
Nice one. Thank you.